Howdy, Delco. We have a heck of an episode for you tonight. We're going to be talking some good old fighting, and for once, it's not going to be about things that happen at trolley stops or on the L. We got three great guests with us who have just literally a groundbreaking event, multi-day, multi-week event coming to Delco. It's the first time it's in Delco, right?
First time ever in Pennsylvania.
Really?
100-year anniversary.
100 years, 100 years. All right, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. We have.
Hey, I'm Cameron Bright, coach trainer, Must Fight Boxing Club.
Okay, cool. Where's that based out of?
That is based out of Upper Darby, PEA. Is where we all kind of got our start at. So
Okay,
it's home now.
is that the old Upper Darby boxing gym that Chipwood Chitty Chitty Bang Bang used to run?
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely
cool. Yeah, we've heard all about that. And you are?
I am Dan Mullarkey. I am president of the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves, owner of Must Fight Boxing Club.
Love it. And to my left,
I am John Farina. I'm a coach at the gym with Danny and also a boxer and coaching with all these great guys, Glenn Turner too.
and you guys are, were the lead on getting a certain event into the Delaware County, limits. What should we be expecting over the next couple of months?
So the Golden Gloves, first Must Fight Boxing Club, Westchester Pike, Upper Darby, 7241 Westchester Pike. The old Upper Darby Boxing Club is now Must Fight behind the firehouse. We started in Chester for about 10 years. We're in Chester, and we moved down to Upper Darby 2.5 years ago. The Must Fight Boxing Club, we moved, and the Golden Gloves have been with us for about 13 years. I became vice president. I was a delegate vice president. I took over as president 3 years ago, and we were bringing a national tournament to Pennsylvania. And it happens to be in Delco, Pennsylvania, and it's never been in PA in 100 years. It's the 100th anniversary. We are Olympic qualifiers. So if any guys at Team Pennsylvania from Pittsburgh Centrals to Philly get a medal, they can go to the Olympic qualifiers.
So explain exactly what the Gold Gloves are.
Golden Gloves is probably one of the oldest tournaments in the country. It's been around for 100 years. Started in Chicago, I believe, 100 years ago. And, it's, in the old days, guys didn't have telephones. They just got together. They met every year and they started the Golden Gloves. And then it got bigger and bigger. And we have preliminary bouts. There's 3 sections of Pennsylvania: the West End, Centrals, and East End. So we all finished our preliminary bouts. I had 5 shows in the past 5 weeks, Saturdays.
Where at?
I have 5 shows at Must Fight Boxing Club in Upper Darby.
Okay, they're all there.
No.
Oh.
Then you have 3 shows in Centrals. We're in Scranton area.
Okay.
Lancaster area, Central PA. And then you had 6 shows out in Pittsburgh. And then that's the best of the 3. Now we're going to the regionals, which is Central versus Philly.
So it's like Philly, Pittsburgh, and other, basically, in the state.
I'm just trying to explain how it works. That's all.
Yeah.
Because it's the best of the best. It's like a bracket. It's elimination now. So the next show is at Harris Casino, Saturday night, the 15th.
Okay.
First bout, 6 o'clock. And then we go to the States in Pittsburgh. And then the national tournament comes for a week of boxing at Harris Casino from the 8th to the 13th. And
it's now at Harris, right? It was not originally at Harris.
It was not. It was supposed to be at the Arbitrary Rec Center. I got to give them a shout out a little bit because they worked me real good, and they the busing back and forth got to be a little hectic, and they made us change venues.
Okay.
Well, they voted on it. They didn't really make us, but we had to. It was a lot of.
It wasn't like sponsorship up top saying like move it to a bigger venue because it's such a big deal.
No, what exactly happened? We had a mid-year meeting where all the states came in. We met at the hotel. We went to see the venue, and the busing, it was a 20-minute bus ride, and that was without traffic. And they just brought up, 600 fighters traveling back and forth every day. So it got to be, it was recommended that we move the venue, and I moved it to Harris Casino, and they accepted it.
So once it gets through the preliminaries and the Pennsylvania and all that, you're talking about the National Golden Gloves tournament is in Harris Chester. You are what, like the Vince McMahon to this whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I did it. I own it's my tournament. Like I can say mine. I don't want to sound like, but I bid it. I put up the money for it. I rolled the dice with it, and here we are.
So what is the first day of the national one?
National tournament starts the 8th, but May 7th, this is big. We're having a Hall of Fame dinner. They're recognizing Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali. We have Michael
I don't
Spinks.
think Muhammad Ali will be there.
No, but their family's coming.
Oh wow.
Nor Joe
okay.
Frazier. He died too. We're bringing Michael Spinks into town.
Yeah.
Buster Douglas is coming into town.
Oh.
Nikki Ward's coming into town for this event. It's a dinner. It's going to be a buffet style dinner at the casino. All the franchises will be there, and I'm sure there's going to be many more. Like I'm sure Bernard Hopkins is going to pop in.
Yeah.
Tim
yeah,
Witherspoon's going to pop in. I'm sure it's going to be very packed. And the tickets are on sale. They're $60 a piece. I can't even talk.
Yes.
$60 a
piece,
piece.
which is not bad.
No, and it covers the plate and it covers the dinner, and you can get meet some fighters, get some autographs, and
And this is where?
this is at Harris Casino.
This is at Harris as well.
Also, yep.
Okay. Like upstairs? Like I don't even really know
No,
the
we
layout of
have
Harris anymore.
it's two places. We're either going to be the old. It's going to be on the first floor. It's either be on the racetrack deck.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
on the second floor. I'm sorry, or it's going to be out front where the valet used to be. They
Oh,
put tables
okay.
and chairs up there, and it's all lit up and stuff. That's they
Okay.
turned it in pretty nice
And the tournament itself, starting on the 8th, where's that going to be?
at Harris Casino in
In-
the ballroom in the back.
In the ballroom in the back.
Yep.
Okay. And that goes. You got all 50 states are represented, right?
Well, you have 31 franchises
Okay.
of Golden Gloves. Like Delaware doesn't have a franchise. They go to Washington, D.C.
Oh, they can't even piggyback off us. They got to go south.
It's a whole zoning. That's a whole new thing. But
Jerks.
anyway, yes, that's pretty much what happens. But there'll be
Cowards.
There'll be 3 boxing rings.
Okay.
First fight starts every night at 6 o'clock. They go to between 10 and midnight. There's 3 rings consecutively going all night long. And
Is it-
you see some real good boxing.
And is this like like a March Madness, like actual bracket that goes down? Like is it everyone awake in a specific weight class starts out on a bracket, beats their opponent, moves on to the winner of the
It's elimination.
whatever?
Yep, just like a
Elimination.
wrestling bracket, same thing.
Wow.
You start off with the tree. If you got 20 people in your weight bracket, you
Yeah.
fight probably 7 times, 6 times. So 20 is 10. That's 5 fights.
6 times in what, 10 days?
No, you'll fight some guys will fight every day for a week, 6
My
days. Yep.
God.
Like you go down to 146 weight classes and these
Yeah.
lighter weight classes. These guys, there's a lot of guys in it. Used to be
yeah.
the heavyweights. Used to be the heavyweights back in the old days.
Right.
Had 40 people in it.
Oh my goodness. So it goes from the 8th. When's the finals? Like when's it wrap up?
The finals will be the 13th. That's a great night.
Only 5 days.
6 days.
6 days. 6
Yeah, the
days
8th to the
total,
it's Monday to Saturday, 6 days.
Oh my goodness. Will some people be fighting 2 times in one day?
It's possible if they may not make people fight twice in one day if they don't have the room.
Yeah.
They'll have a session in the morning and a session in the afternoon, where we're getting buys and stuff like that to fit them in. They won't know that until they get the
Sure.
enrollment.
So wait, so there will be 2 sessions, but on standard days as of right now, it starts at 6 o'clock.
Yes, correct.
6 to 10, okay. But
Yep.
if need be, they will do an afternoon thing.
If they need to, they will.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, it's in there.
And do people pay to show up like one day at a time? Do you buy like an all encompassing pass?
Well, we have you can buy tickets online for a day. They are doing like a weekly pass.
Yeah.
It will be live streamed also. Thank John Benner from Juniper Group. He's doing all my marketing with me. I mean, you guys are helping me out, obviously.
Yeah, we'll be getting on this, especially as it starts approaching. We're under a month.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting.
solid.
We only have one guy from our gym that's fighting. Other guys fell out during the preliminaries, so he's fighting in the States. He won't go to the nationals because he's novice. He's only got I think 6 or 7 fights now
6 or
total.
7.
Yeah, Roy Moore from Upper Darby, good kid.
Is he fighting, this Saturday at
Yes,
yeah,
he's
okay.
fighting in the regional tournament. Yep,
And then if he moves on from there, does he go to Pittsburgh? In 2
we'll go
weeks?
to the States. Correct.
Okay.
Yep,
And then that's it. Then that's
and that'll
it.
be of him. Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to be working the glove table for me.
Gotcha.
The
Gotcha.
nationals.
So 31 clubs, which is essentially, how many states? That like 25, and then a couple from the same state.
I'm sorry.
So you said there was 31 clubs or whatnot,
There's 31 franchises.
franchises. Some of those have to be, or probably from the same state or whatever, right?
No,
Okay.
every state is a franchise. There's 31
Oh,
total.
so there is 31
So
states.
like
being
Jersey,
represented.
New York, Philly, and that's the thing that makes this exciting. Like we are in a real. I mean, most states have other bordering states. We got, if you just search, we got upstate New York, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We got New York, Jersey, Delaware, Washington. All the way down to Virginia.
Florida.
They all drive into town. Like I was saying, at the hotels, I
Yeah.
got them sold out. 3 of them.
3 full hotels.
Springfield Suites still has people left. But
What's that one?
It's right. They're all. You got the Clarion, then you got
Yeah.
the Wyndham across the street.
Yes.
They're both sold out. And then the Spring Hill Suites is because it's a suite and it's a little bit more money.
Oh,
But
that
we
actually
sold
means
100.
something.
We had to go. We're connected with the Red Roof Inn
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
in Chester by Widener. They're trying to get in on board now, but we packed it. The Clarion Hotel is the host hotel.
Okay.
That's where most of the fighters are staying because it's the weigh-ins are there,
Okay.
the meetings are there,
Okay.
and all that.
It's a nice hotel. It is. How many people are you expect? Like, how many fighters are you? How many fighters in general are you expecting, not including their families?
We're expecting. We have each state brings 20 fighters and officials and coaches.
So right there, 600.
There's
plus.
16. Yeah, there's 16 There's 16 fighters. Now you got 7. The Olympic weight classes are different, but you got 7 in the men's and you got 5 in the women's. But this year, because we're an Olympic qualifying year,
Yeah.
if you're a non-citizen, you can't fight in this national tournament.
Okay.
You can go to the nationals and stop it. You can't go overseas to represent in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Now the next 3 years you can because you only advance to the nationals.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So there's some weight classes that are non-Olympic weight classes.
Okay. So 600 fighters, let alone, I imagine they're all bringing 5 to 10 people, right?
Yeah,
That's why you need 3
they
hotels.
estimated that it brings between 1.7 and 1.9 million to the area.
Yeah, believe it, because they're gonna be here for 6 days.
Yeah,
And they're not showing up, but and then we're not including that dinner day. So there's 7 full days. They're gonna be there. Probably leave on the Thursday beforehand
well, everybody flies in on. Everybody has to be in by Saturday.
for the Hall of Fame dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, that's for Sunday.
Okay,
That's on
that's Sunday,
Sunday, but they have
okay.
to be in by Saturday to register, weigh in.
Yeah.
They need time to do the brackets. Usually, I think they give them till like noon on Saturdays, the latest. I mean, there's always stragglers because the planes are delayed or whatever.
Yeah.
But they want you. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
What are the 7 weight classes for men and 5 weight classes for the women?
Oh, you put me on the spot. We got 112, 125, 32, 47, 56, 65, 78, or 76 it is now. And you got 203 minus and 203 plus. Now the women's is the same, but they
Is
stop at
203 a heavyweight nowadays?
203 minus and 203 plus are heavyweights.
Oh, that was me in 3rd grade.
Yeah, kindergarten.
Yeah.
The female weight classes, because I don't do a lot of females, I think they start at 112, 125, 32. They go up to 65 and 78. They stop. They do 78 minus and 78 plus is how they do it with the female.
Okay.
And if anybody's listening, I could be wrong. Don't have it in front of me, but I think I'm pretty good.
And you guys are trainers.
Yes, we are.
The coaches, sorry, the coaches. And you guys, just because he's saying that no one is actually from Delaware County moving into the tournament, are you guys just being like surrogate coaches for the individuals that are in the tournament?
How you want to take that?
Yeah, if there's people that need coaches or need someone in the corner, we'll be available.
Okay.
But Cam and I and Glenn, it's all in our blood. We've all been fighting, and boxing's our DNA.
How did you guys get linked up with this whole event and whatnot?
Well, I knew Danny. I started there before Danny, and I knew his cousins, and I knew people that were involved in the program for years. And I later on fought as a pro and got out of it, and later met Dan through my wife. I mean, I knew Dan, but got reacquainted. He got to know me, and he grew up with my wife, and you know, I got involved. You know, working the door, helping them out, trying to keep the program running, and you know,
Sounds like
wanted
it
to train
works.
these young kids. So
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Ardmore originally.
Oh
Ardmore.
wow.
I'm not a, you
The
know, I'm not a,
mean,
I'm not a
the
yuppie
mean
though.
streets of the main line.
It was blue collar when I came up. It's a little different now.
He got his own gang sign.
And what about you? Where are you from originally?
Well, I grew up in the same town.
Ardmore?
Dan.
Oh.
I grew up in Darby with Dan.
Okay.
And, you know, he has a few years on me, so he started the boxing journey a little bit before me.
Mhm.
I started a little bit after him, and he just kept going. Kind of separated. You know, life takes you in separate places.
Yeah.
I happened to be out Chester one day, and I see guys running up and down the 291. John, I said, "Wow, it's got to be a boxing gym somewhere around
Yeah. Either that or Lou Turks is
So-
getting out of hand.
here." So I did a little bit of research, and here you have it. He has a building in Chester.
Fourth and Edgemont.
Yeah,
Hotel,
Fourth
yeah.
and
Fourth and
Edgemont in
Edgemont, okay.
Chester. Yep. So
By the
I
post
made my
office.
way over. We reconnected about 2012, 2013, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it's 12 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also known Cam though before that. We kind of went through the amateurs together, and then I was already in the pros, and he stepped up in the pros. And one thing that's just one trainer that's not here we mentioned is Glenn Turner. We all boxed at Upper Darby. Me, John, and so we all have known
Right.
each other. And I used to actually deliver newspapers for his wife's mother as a kid, the Daily Times. That's how long I've known him. So
Right.
like that's what's really good about my gym. My guys are like there for no other reason than the love of the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's been with me like through COVID. We're in the gym. It was me and him working out. There was nobody else there. Like we went through some hard times. COVID, Omicron. These guys have been with me like since the beginning. It's pretty cool actually.
That's awesome. How did you get to the level of being able to host the entire nationwide tournament?
Walked in and said, "This is a holdup."
Yeah.
You know what this is. Now what happened was, it's funny, and John always worked the gloves for me and his wife. They worked the door and helped out with the gloves. John started training people at Upper Darby with us. But Cam was with me from the beginning, and I just always wanted to have, when I got my gym, you know, when you fought in the Golden Gloves and you trained in it, we all have, you know, I wanted it as a gym owner, kind of put you on the map, you know.
Yeah.
And then they filmed Creed in my gym,
Okay.
you know, the first
That's what
Creed,
I was gonna ask.
you know,
Yeah.
and then they used my equipment for the second Creed,
Okay.
and then we started the Golden Gloves just as a delegate. I was just on the board,
Uh,
and I had 4 and 5 shows, 6 shows, and then I got voted in by the board. I ended up being vice president, and then they were tired of the old regime, and they voted me in as president, and here I am.
so this tournament is every year, regardless, no matter what, 100 years in the making.
Yep.
And you just go up like on a panel against the other presidents and whatnot, and be like, it's going to be in PA, and you put a bid in, and just show the
Well,
logistics of how you can handle it.
I had to go to the mid-year meeting, which was in Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Okay.
and it's a bid package, like an auction. You bid.
Yeah.
You know, this being the 100 years, you know, the other bids were like 30,000. This one was a lot more. This tournament is estimated to cost about $1.25 or 150,000 to run this tournament. So that's our next thing. That's why we have the sponsor sheets up there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot. It's not easy. There's a lot of people involved. I got some guys that are involved, like they want to be a part of it, like Gretzky from Liberty, Police Commissioner Chester. He's going to do a signing down. Mickey Ward comes in. We have a signing for him down at Liberty Steaks. We got the cigar.
Great place, by the way.
The steaks ain't bad.
They can take out beer too.
Listen, the college is right there.
Yeah.
Mickey Ward, everybody loves him.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what neighborhood you're from. You love Mickey Ward.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we have the cigar shop, the Hideaway cigar shop. When was that? 252 by the Rural Farms.
452.
They're support.
450. Okay,
452,
down
yep.
there, like Marcus.
They're
Oak-ish.
supporting it.
Okay.
They're going to put a cigar shop out in the venue on the deck
Oh, that's
for the
cool.
week. Yeah, it's actually, and that's Bobby Russo, president of Golden Gloves of America. That was his idea, and we found a cigar guy. Them guys are backing this 100%.
You know, if I went to an event like this, I would want a cigar. I feel like a baller. Yeah,
Yeah, look,
That
that's what being a
works.
cigar. It does go.
that works.
Everybody's
yeah.
happy, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, fellas.
No, that's it. That's yeah. But like, any other input? Like, what else can you guys tell us?
What I would like to say,
Yeah.
like This is to Dan's credit. He says things maybe about a year and a half, 2 years out. The gym to us is like a treehouse or a locker room. We come, we shoot the what,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talk, we do our thing, but he'll blurt something out about a year and a half, 2 years out. And a year and a half or 2 years later, it comes to. So
Okay.
he said this about getting back to Darby. He said this about the gloves. And we speak about other things, maybe taking a jump up to the paid ranks eventually at some point. So yeah, when he says it, it normally happens. It takes a little bit of time,
Yeah.
but it happens. So
It seems like it's like natural, and
Yep.
you're attacking it with a good plan.
Yeah.
Do you have to, when you bid on it in Tulsa, Oklahoma, do you have to show like that you can handle it? Like you come in
Yeah.
there showing that you can house 600 people and all that.
Well, it's going to house 1,200 people.
1,200,
It holds
yeah.
1,200 with the 3 rings. That's the thing. So during the week, Monday to Friday, there's 3 rings, so it holds like 1,000.
Yeah.
Once the 2 rings come off on championship night, and depending how many females enter, they may do a female on Friday and the males on Saturday.
Okay.
2 championship nights. But to answer your question, when I went to put the bid in for it, all the franchise holders have to vote on it.
Yeah.
You got to have your check, your deposit, and they vote on it. And I ended up getting it. Next year's in Detroit.
Okay.
I am trying to put a bid in for 25 and 26 back-to-back years.
Okay.
It's going to depend on like how we do it here.
Mhm.
Like if this pedestal we're on now is going to be where they have to be at for the next tournament, is the way we ran things. They're all going to be looking at us now.
Yeah.
So if we run this like crap, we do have one bad thing. We're on the East Coast. So getting 30 other states to come from the west of the country and fly 12, 14 hours, that's one bad thing we have going for us.
Yeah.
It's all about votes.
Okay. And then when you bid in Tulsa, this was still at the Upper Chai Recreation. Right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
once I bid it and got it, then I found the venue.
Oh, okay. You don't
I
have to.
bid this during COVID.
Okay.
When we were shut down. It was crazy. I rolled the dice and everybody was on lockdown. I'm putting in for $150,000 bid on the tournament.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it now, but here we are.
All right, coaches, anything? Any input?
No, just Dan got a lot of balls. He's stepped up to the plate. Hey, you got a call. I mean, well, it's a sport where you got to have them. If you ain't got them, you're in the wrong place. But yeah, he's kind of out of seat of his pants at times. But he wanted this is what he wanted to do. It's coming to fruition, and it's very time consuming for him,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's hard to do. I mean, I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience. So I mean, somebody does. So and he's put his heart and soul into it. A lot of bureaucracy and everything involved. 'Cause everybody comes to you with this and that, and you got people that are friendly with you, and then next thing you know, they don't like it because rules are rules.
Right.
And that's the whole part about fighting. It's a fight. It's always a fight. You're always swinging. Believe me, you're always swinging.
So, excuse me, John. I'm sorry.
No problem.
So here's the thing I want to add for these guys and Glenn Turner. These guys are going to be at the tournament all week, and these are my choice. We're allowed two officials and 2 coaches come with the tournament. It wouldn't matter which state it's in. I mean, 2 USA boxing officials from the area evens up the scoring cards, but these 2 coaches are going to be on the platform of being national coaches at a national tournament this year. They're going to be there to help. They're involved with everything, the glove tables, making sure the fighters all have the right size gloves on, and being seconds in the corner and first. Well, depends on who comes with the other fighters. If their coaches come with Roland PA, but these guys are going to be there all week. They've been with me from the beginning. We can't do it without these guys. So, Glenn Turner, John, and Cam are like, can't do it without them. So, it's going to be a big tournament. You're going to see some great fights. And if you come on the first night, you'll see one fighter's going to catch your eye. You're going to like. You're going to watch him advance all week and fight guys that are beasts. These guys are coming, and they're coming to fight for like a little, $6 belt. Woohoo! It's just bragging rights. These guys are going to come. You're going to see them. Everybody's over 18. It's an elite tournament. I know you weighed in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you're going to go first.
For 3 people. The scale
Oh,
broke.
shit. You gotta cut that out. I didn't mean like that, Dan. You got me right into some bad shit out. But yeah, I just want to, like I said, I just want to thank my guys and thank you guys for helping us promote it.
Yeah, whatever you need going into this, let us know. We would love to be, as big a part of this as we can be.
Yeah, listen, whatever you guys can bring to my attention and say that I don't know, because I'm not a marketing guy. I'm a fighter, and I don't know. I'm only getting through this. I practiced 3 times. You know what I mean? I need you guys, and I need everything we can do. And the only thing I really want to do is promote the PAGoldGloves.com.
Mhm.
All the brackets, not the brackets ain't on there, but all the hotels and all the start times and the dates and
Yeah, like a time frame.
it's the whole itinerary is on there, and you can buy your tickets online now for this weekend coming up for the regional tournament and for the nationals. Um, we have, we got tables. If you want to sponsor, you'll get a sponsor table. You get tickets. Depends on what you sponsor. What you get, it's all on there. It tells you exactly what you get. I'm sure you got it all right. We talked about,
Oh yeah.
but this is really like the biggest thing. And they say it's the biggest thing next to the Pope. I think it's bigger than the Pope. You know what I mean? That's all I got.
I love it. I love it. We'll throw all the links and whatnot up there. Is there like any besides the website? Is there any social media people can check out, like a Facebook page, and Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, we got Must Fight Boxing Club,
Okay.
the PA Golden Gloves, Instagram. Also, we have another guy. It's not here tonight. That his union's backing his hard and trying to get as much as he can. Larry Anesthesia from IBEW 614. Got John Venner, Juniper Group, my marketing guy. We got Edge, Delco Edge here, these guys, and thank you. I promoted you on my podcast.
I love it, and I'm very excited for. I'm definitely thinking about that Hall of Fame dinner because you had me at dinner and won me.
I was
Hall of
going to
Fame.
say dinner.
Yeah.
Dinner's with
I'm
God.
definitely swinging down there a handful.
The
Of
only one
nights.
that's
No,
skinny
we'll
here
be-
now
we'll
is him
be-
because he's single.
Yeah, well,
He's been in the gym going crazy.
Holbrook was single up until about a year ago.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So
Yeah.
that means nothing. No,
Yeah.
we'll be there and promoting it the whole time we're there.
Yeah, man. And again, I thank all you guys. And like I said, thank you. This is great.
It's gonna be really cool. Like I'm actually really excited for it. We went to an event down there last year, and just all the ways they can transform those like venues within Harris is awesome. I can't wait to see what they like even aesthetically what this looks.
Yeah, we definitely already mapped the whole thing out where the rings are going to go and the lighting in the stands, and we have a guy Roland Gomez is the ring announcer, and here's a guy's got it announced for 3 boxing rings.
Yeah, that's
going side by side. And he has a computer. He's phenomenal.
Some tricky
it's
names,
really put
remembering the
together.
numbers, where they're from. Yeah.
Yeah. When the 2 rings are going, they'll stop the one and they'll make the announcement for that. But you got one guy and it stops 15 seconds before the other one. It gets a little jammed up, but he handles it, man. He's real good.
That's awesome. All right. I think that's all we got. If there's anything else you want to let us know about, let us know. If not, we'll see you on the 7th or 8th.